Hey, haven't you been wanting to start a podcast?
Yeah, but doesn't it take a lot to make one?
Well, let me tell you about Anchor. It's free, and it's the easiest way to make a podcast. On top of that, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Oh, that sounds amazing. But doesn't it take a lot of work to put my podcast on different platforms?
Actually, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more.
That sounds fantastic.
On top of that, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. So it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
So where do I get started?
Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome back to another episode of the Convoluted podcast. It's your host, Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here to bring you another episode, here with Liz.
Hey!
And if it's your first time listening, we hope you follow or subscribe. It's free, and you can always unfollow or unsubscribe. So let's get into the episode. So we were just talking a little bit beforehand, and we met up a little bit earlier for a couple things. But so how you been?
Tired. I just can't seem to get back into the day mode, I guess you could say.
The day mode. Interesting.
Yeah, I did a lot of morning shifts, so 7 to 3:30 Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday was 8 to 4:30. I'm training somebody too on top of that on those 2 days. And then I get a conversation from the lead tech, and he goes, hey, so we are kind of in a scramble. Do you think you can come in tonight and help do the Z shift? And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. And I'm like, okay, let me situate the schedule. Let me figure out everything. Talk to my mom. He's like, yeah, I have it out to the other Z tech. I'm like, yeah, likelihood not picking it up. So I was like, all right, I'm mentally preparing. So I got off at 4:30. I get this all situated. I'm coming in. I get off at 4:30 in the afternoon, and I come back I actually clocked in at about 11:30 that night. So not only that paycheck will be amazing because it's overtime because I came in on the same day and clocked in. I will get 40% on top of what I make. And then there's a $2.50 incentive fee for coming in at the night shift. Yeah. And I only slept like 3 hours after I got home after 8 a.m. on Thursday morning.
Damn.
Bruh.
I know. What am I doing to myself? I'm killing myself. That money will be worth it, right?
Yeah. Yes, it will. So, yeah, it sounds like you're just basically
trying to get back to normal.
Yeah. So, wow, you've had a busy day. We talked a little bit beforehand, but yeah, that makes sense. You've had it seems like you guys are just low staffed and crazy, just crazy.
Well, no, somebody, they get their booster. I get it. Some people reacted fine and some people reacted differently. I reacted with a fever and chilled. I still when it didn't work because I'm a sucker. I'm sucking it up.
Okay. So it's
because we were short staffed. We don't have enough staffing sometimes to replace. And even though a coworker and I have both worked the shift, she only worked an extra hour after her shift. She came in an hour late and she worked a couple hours after, basically where the main ORs were. So she did the OR refill. Thank God she did that because I was like trying to do that and the family birth center. And I was like, oh my God, I can't remember how to do this. I told the other technician, I'm like, and he came back, I'm like, so I'm going to need a refresher if I ever do this again.
Wow.
Crazy.
So yeah, that's interesting you say that. Because it leads into perfectly into our first article that we're going to be talking about. So apparently, U.S. hospitals are struggling to match Walmart pay as staff flees due to Omicron.
Oh, interesting. Speaking of Omicron, I think, and my brother's got COVID.
Oh no, he has the plague.
Yeah, he has the pig.
Damn, that sucks. Oh yeah, you briefly mentioned that he was like having some symptoms, but you guys weren't sure, but it's confirmed.
Well, actually it was given to them by a bartender locally here, and not only the person the girl they was hanging out with, she had all 3 of her jabs, and she's struggling. The other person had his roommate had both shots and just starting to lose his sense of taste and smell. So it's been interesting. I'm like, if 2 out of 3 are positive for plague, then it means that he possibly has it too. There's no way. My mom thought it was a sinus infection. I looked at her, I'm like, no, it looks like it and it sounds like it, but it's deeply in your lungs.
Damn. Okay. Well, then best wishes to your brother, and hopefully he gets better.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
He's getting such a big baby about it.
I don't know. Like, how do you handle when you're sick? Like, how do you handle yourself when you're sick?
I basically shut down and I try and help myself as much as I can, and then I hopefully rely on somebody else to help me with my daughter, because that's how I usually am. I'm like, I can't focus on anybody but myself, and I don't really complain as much, and I'm like usually stuck in my room. That's kind of the thing. I just kind of isolate myself and hopefully feel better, but not complaining every 5 minutes and calling 10 times a day to
oh, you're lying.
He seriously has called 10 times yesterday.
Oh my God, no. I thought you were just
like before
around.
8 o'clock he had called my mom 4 times.
Not a single fuck was given this day.
And then another 6 times. Hey, I can't have trouble with Zelling. Hey, can I borrow $20? Hey, can you give me some leftovers? Hey, I was like, oh my God, like, shut up. He's been driving around. I'm like, that's not self-isolating, but okay.
Wow, I kind of thought you were joking. Damn.
Nope, I'm not joking, dude. He is such a whiny little baby.
And look at that shit.
Wow, yep. Wow.
And then he's like, gonna go get the jab now? I'm like, no, gotta wait so many weeks after you have it.
Yeah, and from what I can tell, getting the jab right now, a lot of places don't have it at the moment. I know in our location we don't have it.
Oh, really? Interesting. That's funny, because I thought we had what about, I know they're having trouble getting boosters, but I haven't seen anything about not having enough vaccine. I mean, the jabs.
Yeah, there's a couple places that are not short-handed. What's the word? Shortage? Yeah, it's shortage. I don't know why. Yeah, but there's a shortage at the moment. Apparently it's going to take a couple from what I've heard, it's been a couple days to a couple of weeks. Ooh. Not that many weeks, but just kind of days to weeks. So
yeah,
probably within a month.
I spoke to them. They were like 300 prescriptions behind too. I'm like, oh,
it just everything's just short-handed everywhere. Everything. And I can see that everything's just shortage. It's just shortage upon shortage. Because I know I've been looking into it because my brother finally is gonna get the jab after so long.
Oh God! Thank God. It's not that hard.
No, it is okay. Here's the thing: it wasn't that hard. It's not hard because now you have to kind of find a place to do it.
Yeah.
Right when he should, like I told him, like, you should have done it when it was more readily available. Now it's kind of hard to find one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the boosters are another tough one too. So.
Well, let's kind of get back into kind of the situation that some of these hospitals are dealing with, and it's kind of the thing that's been happening in a lot of different places. In the just work-related stuff. Just like some places are just offering some better incentive pays, and it's like, okay, I'd rather work over here than start minimum wage over there.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been seeing. Like I looked through this article, it's kind of just stating that a couple of employees that used to work in hospitals or who are recruiting to get more hospital help, like throughout the thing, the pay is just not there. So what's the point of getting into it when you can be making about twice as much at a Walmart?
Yeah. I
And
don't blame them.
and that's kind of really like if you dig into it, yeah.
Well, I think because part of it is that what the CDC recommended for people of required staff, they're saying if you still have the plague, you can still go back to work after 5 days, even though you could still test positive for it. That's where the ridiculousness is with that requirement, you can still go back to work being COVID. COVID positive. And I just think that's where I think why there's such a burnout.
Yeah,
Nurses.
so there's another thing right there. So with such low staff and with so much work on top of that, and then a mix of low pay, and all these like conditions, like the conditions, it's basically the conditions. Why is it worth it?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
all these like why enter a workplace with such poor conditions with such little pay? There's like it's a lose-lose at that point. Like, yeah, no, I'd rather not. Like,
I don't blame them. They're so burnt out. And we're not getting what you guys got, that extra little boost of pay. We haven't gotten anything like that. That doesn't make up.
So
you know what I mean?
You can be happy that we lost that.
I heard you guys got something back about it. I don't know. I thought
Nope,
there was a
nothing.
union deal about it.
It's just talks. It's always just talks. Blah blah blah.
Maybe I'm hearing about Fred Meyer, the other.
Yeah, that they are probably because Fred Meyers did a whole strike early, end of December near this, and
Christmas.
that's a whole different thing around Christmas. And they kind of won out a lot of stuff. They got better pay. Okay, they didn't officially, but they kind of did a interesting thing. They kind of like really put Fred Meyers in a tough spot because it was Christmas week. On top of that, like we were talking about, every other place is having shortage of employees. So trying to hire temp workers on a week so busy as Christmas, when no one wants to even work, what's the point, right? So it literally, the union at that point had a very good, they had Fred Meyers by the balls at that point. Like, yeah, you want to play? they did,
right?
Yeah, they did. It was like the perfect week to do it. Like, yeah, you can't get employees. Like, nobody wants to work, so here, there's your chance. This was their chance, and they did it. The strike only lasted like 26 hours, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like they did it. Hopefully, it'll trickle down to some other unions like ourselves.
That's
because
what I was thinking too. I thought it was going to come back to you guys too eventually.
Because the pay raise was really not that bad, like going up to 25 journeyman.
Oh, dude, you guys are nearly what I started out with,
So
I mean, I'm only making a couple bucks more than $25 an hour, and I work at a hospital.
But yeah, like I said, just work conditions, then all the policies, everything's just like, it's just different places have different issues, but it's just no place has no real big issues. Like, no place has no issues at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks. It sucks for a workplace, but hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Hopefully you guys are in a decent work environment.
Yeah.
But yeah, but if you're still working out there and meeting with people,
for working out there.
Exactly. So while you're working out there and chatting it up with your coworkers, don't forget to check out our merch.
Yes, merch.
Go tell them about it, Liz.
Merch.tyrantdominus.com. And we are actually about to close out our 2021 year of Christmas gear out. Ends on the 14th, of which me and him actually worked on a couple days ago. So hopefully you like it. We we took some time. My daughter put some input onto it too, so that's even better. So, yep, you'll love it. So,
Go check it out. Yeah,
check
it's
it
always
out, buy our
comfortable.
Valentine's Day gear.
Or catch the new 2022 merch
Yes.
for this year. Yeah, we have now leggings. So we have now not underwear, but lowerwear.
Sure, lowerwear.
Lowerwear. We're gonna call it lowerwear. We got leggings. We have joggers now.
Joggers.
So we have some fun. Some sweats, yes. So if you just want to be cozy, go check those out. I know
because it looks like another lockdown's happening soon, and maybe it's back to distant learning.
There you go. So get a little cozy. I know I'll be getting some of those joggers.
Yeah, me too. Make everybody question what we're wearing.
So yeah, go to merch.tyrantdominus.com to check it out. But yeah, let's continue on. So let's get into the next weird story. This was a story we were going to talk about last year, but it escalated a little bit.
Yes.
So last year there was a story about a TLC star from 90 Day Fiancé. We all know what 90 Day Fiancé is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was a star last year who
I posted right after you did too.
Yeah. She was blowing. Yeah. So she was blowing up last year because she had an OnlyFans and she was selling her farts. I don't have a fart noise, so I'll do this. Wait, does it? There we go. She was like the reason she got so much like eyes on her was not only because she was selling farts, but she was like making $100,000 a month.
Yeah, hopefully she invested well now that she can't play. Do that.
So what happened recently was this article. The 90 Day Fiancé star retires from selling farts after a heart attack scare. A fart attack, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll read a little bit into this. A reality TV star who launched the Gassy venture peddling her fancy flatulence to strangers, Stephanie Moto blew away people on social media when she recently announced that she was making more than $50,000 a week selling her farts. The Connecticut resident had gained international recognition after appearing on the reality show 90 Day Fiancé and later starred in her own YouTube channel, wrote books, founded the X-rated subscriptions site
Unfiltered. Yeah,
Unfiltered? Interesting. I didn't know about that.
I don't know either.
But you know what's interesting is everyone who ever goes on one of these TV shows just writes a book. Like
everybody? I don't know.
It just feels like the next step after you like show up on these TV shows or something. Like, okay, I'm gonna write a book about it now. No?
I know, right? Well, now she'll have the second book about her fartulence.
So, yeah. Anyways, continuing on. Where I kind of want to see. After making $200,000 in sales, she announced that she passed one too many, and got the wind knocked out of her.
I love all these puns.
Yeah, I know, right? Whoever wrote this, who wrote this article? Joran Steinbuch.
Yeah, Steinbuch. Joran.
Joran Steinbuch.
You did well. You did well.
You did really well on this article. I'm skipping a little bit, but you did really good with these jokes. After undergoing a battery of tests, including blood work and an EKG, Moto was told that her pain was the result of her steady diet of gas-inducing bean and eggs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give her the props that she went all out. Like most people, what they could have done is just gave away like empty glasses with nothing. Like, yeah, it has my fart. You know, I can lie, right? But she actually
Yeah, but I mean, she went the full speed. But I mean, some people have that weird fetish of smelling it. So
True, but at least she went above and beyond and actually farted into these jars. Most
fart
people just lie.
manure.
So, I'll give her props.
Yeah,
It did almost cost her her life, but good on her. Good on her.
She stuck to it for a little bit.
Oh yeah, like what? 4 months? Yeah, give or take.
I don't know.
Moto explained that she decided to launch her butt business on a whim after getting requests. As luck would have it, once I put it in jars for sales, they began to sell like hotcakes, she explained. I honestly could not believe the demand. I think a lot of people have this fetish in secret. Yeah, I began this venture by eating mostly protein muffins, shakes, and also hard-boiled eggs, Moto confirmed. She said that she decided to branch out a little and try some new recipes to keep it exciting. Beans, salads, onions, ham, and pepper omelets. Okay. What is happening? But yeah, that's there's a lot more. But anyways, yeah. So she basically, because of her change in diet, she kind of got herself in the hospital for her venture.
Yeah, I just love how she was being praised as a girl boss and trying to be understanding of who they are, what they do, and then she also get death threats, a ton of negativity, end my life, blah blah blah. I just think it's funny because she just did it. She's like, whatever, this it's not hurting anybody at the end of it. So
I don't know. It
hurt herself. It hurt herself, but I mean, nobody was getting harmed from purchasing farts.
True. But she could cause the next wave of the plague, a version with pink eye everywhere.
God, what?
Let's call it fart jar variant. The fart jar, the FG variant.
There's already IHU.
So many. But this one, you get pink eye this time.
That's true. Plus, probably inducing other viruses. Wait, what are that called? What is it? Oh, snap. Rotavirus. That was the other one too. That could cause it.
Damn.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get into this different segments?
Do we want to go into all the 2021 positives or no?
Yeah, let's do it. We didn't get a chance to talk about it last time. Let's do that.
So I found this article on boardpanda.com, and somebody created the 40 best interests of 2021. So they were taking all the negativity and shoving it up somebody's arsehole and decided to do something positive. Let's bring out the positive outcome of 2021.
So yeah, we didn't get it. We were planning on doing this last episode, but we got so wrapped into the hashtag pick a side discussion, which I think was a good discussion.
Yes, it was a very good discussion. But
let's go with a little bit more positivity this time around.
Yep. There's some highlights. So 1, Mexico just banned animal testing for cosmetics. It's the first country in North America to outlaw the practice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really? I thought America banned that already. Oh, okay. Interesting. I did not know that.
Yep.
We're learning now. All right. Yay, animal testing.
Banned.
Oh, no, I want animal testing.
I know you do. Not me.
And who's gonna be my poison tester?
Jeff. Yeah, Jeff.
All right, continue.
How to stop illegal net fishing with sculptures. An Italian activist dropped 39 huge marble sculptures in the sea. The sculptures created both a physical barrier for nets and a heaven for an underwater life.
I think I heard about this one, actually.
I didn't hear about that one until I read this article. It was just pretty cool.
Okay, next one.
3, Portugal has been given a massive win in work-related mental health as a new law says it's illegal for your boss to phone, email, or text you after work hours. Damn.
What?
That's awesome.
That is crazy.
I know, right? Now, if we only could get a 4-day work week, we'd be happier.
Oh God, we've been talking about 4-day weeks for so long in previous episodes. We're so good for mental health.
Yeah, it would be
We're
good. I mean, I'm
Okay, continue.
all right. Number 4.
I think we're proponents for 4-day weekends.
If I have a 3-day weekends every other weekend, I'm actually gonna but I'm working an 8-day stretch starting.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Thursday to get a 4-day weekend.
You see, that's the issue. Like, yes, a 4-day weekend is coming, but why should you sacrifice your health by forcing yourself to work 8 days to get a 4-day, right?
Yep.
That's not fair. That's that's a lot.
Oh, I do for switching a schedule. Anyways, number 4, the Great Barrier Reef bursts with new life as millions of coral babies are born. A very happy coral reef news after 3 bleaching events in past years.
Oh, interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah, that's good for the environment, for the underwater environment, because coral reefs help with a lot of fish and life sustaining and helping filter in the water and everything. So yes, coral reefs are important to the underwater life.
Oh, I like the next one.
No, right? Number 5, amazing news from Kenya. No rhinos were lost to poaching in 2020. And there are also 11% increase in rhino numbers from 1,441 in 2019 to 1,605.
I guess I have a reason why they haven't.
I have a reason why too, but that's awesome. That's great. Happy for the rhinos, our magical unicorns.
They are my favorite animal.
That's right. I forgot that. Number 6, in efforts to combat beauty and appearances pressures, Norway's new law mandates that the social media influence disclose when they are retouched or added a filter to a photo. I think we briefly discussed this past year.
Yes, we discussed this. Yeah, while we were discussing this. It came up because we were talking about the whole controversy with Facebook and Instagram and how they handle their ads for younger kids in the app.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And how it can be detrimental. Yeah. We didn't fully go into this specific thing, but we did touch into it, or we retouched into it.
Yep.
But yeah, if you guys want more details on that, I go back and listen to our previous episode where we talked a little bit more in depth with our Facebook, Instagram controversy, because that's some shady stuff they're doing with the kid market.
Exactly.
Continue.
Number 7, this is huge. Landmark HIV vaccine passes phase 1 of the human trial and proves successful in 97% of the participants.
Wow, I completely did not know about this at all, and that sounds.
I think great. I might have heard something like this because I do keep touch with a little bit of the health industries, just because it's
a little bit. You're supposed to say full. Like,
you're supposed to be all health expert. I know, I'm full into it. Sorry, but we have been having other focuses lately, so.
All right, continue.
We are possibly having a vaccine for HIV. That'd be great. I mean, in the long run, if we could pull off a polio or measles vaccine, we should be able to do another vaccine for another life-threatening virus. So
that's if people even take it, though.
That's true. I might do it just for safety reasons, but I may not either because it depends. Because again, it's our lifestyles, right?
Yeah.
Number 8, Basel, Switzerland has become the first city in the world to make green roofs mandatory on new buildings. More than 1 million square meters of green spaces have been constructed. I thought that was cool. I wish we could do that more here in the States.
Yeah, because you lose so much of, I want to say greenery, but more it's like vegetation, the stuff that we used to breathe.
Yeah.
To construction and stuff like, because if you look at a city, it's nothing but concrete.
Yeah.
Gray.
Yeah, and maybe a tree, a scrawny tree here, a scrawny tree there.
The lone survivor.
Yeah,
Like, please let me breathe. My brethren are all gone.
exactly.
All right,
Number
let's continue.
Number 9. Hawaii is the first state in the U.S. to ban the sales of sunscreen containing coral-harming chemicals, ushering in a new era of reef-safe sunscreen.
I think we talked about this a little bit, I think.
And also talking about yeah, I think we talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it. It was a passing comment.
Yeah.
Continue.
A Canadian company aims to plant 1 billion trees using drones that can shoot seed pods in the ground in remote areas that have suffered from deforestation.
Oh, nice.
That's
you
a
know
great
who
way
did
to
this?
use drones, not delivering your packages for Amazon.
No, Amazon, deliver my packages. I want the space to be ruled by you. I want 6-hour delivery from now on. No, 2-day delivery, 6-hour delivery. I don't care how much of the forest has to be torn down. Give me that 6-hour
I
delivery.
think they're doing testing in Texas right now for that.
That's good.
Somebody posted on Facebook about that, and they live in Texas. I was like, okay, see how that goes.
I'm surprised Mr. Beast wasn't part of that because of his hashtags team trees a couple years back.
Oh, good to know.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, this is before you were more active in the online space.
I know, right?
But you're getting into it. You're getting into it.
I'm getting back into it,
Because
sadly.
Because they made $3 million, not $3 million. Was it $3 million to pick up in like 3,000 tons of trash from the ocean from hashtag Team Seas?
Oh, that's cool. I saw something about a posting about on TikTok that my daughter showed me, and I was like, something about giving away millions of. It was just like splashes of water onto this like his life, and it's in the sink, and then you see them giving away money, and it's like this huge bucket, and he just kind of dumps this whole bucket into the sink. It's this little tiny sink. I'm like, oh god.
Oh yeah, she showed me that one too. I know what you're talking about. All right, continue.
Great news. Giant pandas are no longer on the endangered species. Thanks to conservation efforts, the numbers are finally rebounding after years of decline.
You know what that means is, Liz?
What?
Time to go panda hunting.
No! Stop me!
You know that? Yeah.
No!
Yep, I know what we're doing this summer. Everyone get ready for our fun YouTube video, panda hunting.
I'm gonna
this
panda
summer.
hunt you.
If you can find me.
Yeah, I do know where to find you.
All right, continue.
Number 12, big news for the big cats and a major move. South Africa will finally ban the breeding of lions in captivity for trophy hunting or for tourists to pet.
Wait, what? Major? Oh. Oh, look, there's still our hunting thing. We can go hunting still.
Shut up.
Come on. It's big cat hunting, apparently. It's a thing.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. What am I going to do with you?
Go hunting, apparently.
Apparently. Can we just go fishing
continue.
and be normal?
Okay, let's go whale fishing then.
Oh, my God.
You suggested it. All right, continue on.
A startup is using artificial intelligence in supermarkets to
dynamically there it is. A startup is using artificial intelligence in the supermarket to dynamically change prices. The closer a product is to the best before date, the cheaper it will be to buy. This could reduce food waste by 40%. Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot. That is crazy.
Did you see about banning, like getting rid of it, trashing all its product? They have to donate it now.
Yeah, we do that a lot. There's so much. If people could see how much food we dump and throw in the trash, it would be so sad to the starving people in the world.
I know.
Like, why are you throwing that away?
Yeah.
Because it's garbage. It's garbage. I could see it'd be one of those moments where they're like, can I just have it? No, you just throw it on the floor, stomp on it in front of their face, then pick it up, throw it on the floor again, stomp it, while they watch you, and then they throw it away.
Yeah. I know we need to make that a more focus of this. Hopefully we'll have more people donating. I mean, there are some people. I mean, I know your store donates a little bit of bread products to certain people. So
No, overall, also in the home too. My parents are really bad with food organization, so we always end up with they always end up with so much like expired food in cabinets that when we go through it, we lose like a not a third. That's a lot.
that's a lot of
Maybe
money.
a tenth. I'm gonna say a tenth of the stuff
So
that just goes to the trash because no one used it or it just was sitting there.
we have a rule in our household, and we rotate everything in my household, but we keep a real minimum stock because of our. You've seen our home is not big, so we have just.
You know what's funny? Here's the thing. I'm gonna go a little off topic here, but what's funny is So you've been to our home.
Mhm.
We have a big we have a reasonable sized home, but there's like a lot of people. We were having a discussion a while ago about how each of us lived because you know that one of my sisters and her husband moved out and stuff, and they were
They
living
did?
on their
They
own
finally
stuff.
did?
No, they did before
Oh,
they
yeah.
came back because of all the whole thing that happened during 2020.
Mhm.
But yeah, we were having a discussion on who would be able to like survive and how they would function. It's something we talked like years ago. But we were talking. I told him like, yeah, I'll be perfectly fine if I lived on my own. Like, I don't need much in my life. Um, and if everyone was to leave, like they would everyone like right now would leave and do their own thing, and I just stayed in my house.
Mhm.
Like I would be perfectly fine. Like, but they all just laughed and like, no, I would not survive. Like I don't know. What do you think I would be able to survive on my own?
Given you, how long have I known you? Almost, what, 12 years?
A decade. We can just say a
Over a
decade.
decade?
Over a decade.
Yes, I could see it. Because you are an
Yeah.
introvert. You are okay with quiet. You're okay without making noises. And you have your space to go do your things without interruption. So, yeah, I could definitely see it.
Yeah, like if everyone left the house right now, I'll be like, yeah. But they found it so hilarious that I said that. Like, no, yeah. I like the only thing would be changed would be how my house would be set up, and it'll be a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, like for me, I would be perfectly fine on my own.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was apparently it's a big joke to everyone else. Like, all right, like the second I'm off alone, I'm apparently gonna starve to death and have no clothes or anything,
Apparently.
and crying in a corner. Yeah, it was just a fun joke.
Yeah.
Fun little tangent. Continue.
Amazing news. The UK will soon be the first country to comprehensively ban the import and export of shark fins and any products containing them.
Ooh, that means I need to get some shark fin soup as soon as possible before they becomes impossible to get.
Do you actually eat shark fins, mister?
I would try. I said I want to try it. It's
I
gonna
will
be
eat
coming.
shark
It's gonna be
itself.
almost.
I would, honestly, I eat shark. When I lived in California, we used to buy
Ooh.
shark and eat shark all the time. We didn't buy
Oh,
shark
it
fins. We did shark.
Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's very tasty. It's like swordfish almost. Oh, it's been a long time since we came up here to the Northwest, and I haven't had shark in so long. I love the taste.
Are you out of your mind?
But again, if you're gonna use a part of the shark, use all of the shark. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, that's
Instead of
an
like
interesting
cutting
thing.
off their fins and just let them die at the bottom.
That's the only other thing is like, yeah, I don't understand that. Like, if you're gonna use the entire shark, like, if you're just gonna cut the shark fin off, there's money in the entire shark. It's meat. It's meat.
Yeah, exactly.
But isn't shark meat like tough because it's muscle?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. You've had it.
I didn't think it was tough. I mean, because we had it so many times. I thought it was more tender. It was a little bit tough, but not like tough like you were eating like beef jerky. I was almost related to like alligator or crocodile.
Okay.
That's how I correlate it. So.
All right.
A half-mile installation of by a nonprofit, the Ocean Cleanup, just took 20,000 pounds of plastic out of the Pacific. Proof that ocean garbage can be cleaned.
Oh, there we go. This is exactly what we were just talking about with Mr. Beast. Like, this is just one part of a bigger thing. I'm glad that things like this are happening because no one really. I think we actually talked about it, about the guy who found, thought he saw a deep sea creature, but it was just trash, deep in the.
Yes, we discussed that. That's sad.
That is so bad. That is so bad. But I just don't. I personally don't think about how much trash is in the ocean. But I've seen photos and like that, it's so disgusting.
It is. It really is.
All right, continue.
A German animal shelter is using the dating app Tinder for a good cause. It's created dating profiles of cats and dogs to match them with a forever human. Now that's cute.
A German animal shelter is using the dating app Tinder for a good cause. It's creating dating profiles of cats and dogs to match them with their forever human. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's better than the cringy stuff that you see in r/Tinder.
I know, right?
That is actually good. I like that. Good job, German animal shelter.
Yes, very good. In 1979, at the age of 16 of age, I'm going to mutilate this. Jadab Pei Yang.
I think it's J-Dave.
Jadab. Okay.
Oh, that's a V. And never mind.
Yeah. Jadab Pei Yang started planting a tree sapling a day in his region in India. He did that for 40 years, creating a forest larger than Central Park.
So wait, he did that?
Yeah.
Planted his tree sapling a day? So how many trees is that?
So 365, right?
He did it for 40 years, so 365.5, 0.25. Remember, you have to leap year.
Wow. Roughly,
was
give
it
or
his
take.
job or something?
I think he just did it just to create a better environment.
Holy shit. Wow. A 16-year-old back in 1976. Simpler times. I don't know what was happening in his area, but in India, but yeah, wow. Let's get, we're running low on time. Sorry, listeners, but there's gonna be a shorter episode. So let's get up to like number 20 and then continue on next time.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we could do that. We'll do the next couple
All right,
ones,
let's
and
continue.
then we'll take and then come back to it next time. 18. Groundbreaking vaccine for malaria, the biggest cause of childhood illness and death in sub-Saharan Africa, is approved and could be rolled out to billions. A good way.
Didn't we talk about that? Didn't we talk about this a little bit?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Oh, we did.
Okay,
continue.
19. An unlikely partnership. Every time a new child arrives in Wales, 2 trees are planted, one at home and one in Uganda. So far, 15 million trees have been planted.
What? What?
Mm-hmm.
That is so weird. What?
Cool.
Like every time a new child arrives in Wales.
However, they come into the Wales. One in the city and one in Uganda. That's cool.
Then that you could break that system so hard. Just have one kid come every day, and just keep rotating until the countries of Wales don't have any money to plant any places.
I know, right?
It's good. I like that, but God, that's such a broken system.
But do you see the comment underneath it?
No, what does the comment say?
When did this start? The population of Wales is only 3.1 million.
Like I said, just because it doesn't say a kid is born. It says when they arrive in Wales. That means if like a child flies there, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can mean a lot of things, but that's funny. All right, the last one for this one.
And number 20, lab-grown diamonds are forever. The world's largest jewelry maker will no longer use mined diamonds and focus on more sustainable lab-grown gems.
Yes, the most expensive piece of rock that is actually pretty useless.
Mm-hmm.
The whole we won't get into the debate about diamonds and all that stuff, because that's a whole different thing.
Yep.
But yeah, that rock is not worth what it's what. Is it worth it now though? Because it's being grown in labs compared to being mined by blood diamonds.
Yeah, it's so bad out there. So
That's the question. I still don't think it's worth thousands of dollars.
no, it
They're
isn't.
just a piece
I
of
don't.
rock.
Yeah, I never wanted. Like, I guess there's another reason why I don't get married, because I don't want a stupid rock that's and harvested by slave side.
Were you ever a diamond person, like, or like a proponent on these like expensive jewels when you were younger?
No, I mean I looked at them, but doesn't mean I wanted them.
Okay, so you weren't like, oh, that'd be nice to have. It's expensive, but one day you weren't that.
No, I've never been like that. I mean, most of my stuff has been hand-me-downs for jewelry, and most of my other jewelry that I have, and you've probably seen some of it, it's all like costume jewelry, fake stuff. I mean, glass blown. That's actually, somebody actually physically doing that. I mean, I really don't have.
And you see, some of the like glass blown stuff is so much more intricate and cool looking, in my opinion. I think it has more value.
It does. Mine came out from Germany. I think out of there. My mom got out on the River cruise, so it's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's a whole different topic, but yeah, interesting. It's interesting that the largest jewelry maker is now going into lab grown diamonds.
This is cool
because that is kind of cool.
So we're gonna leave the cost of it too.
So yeah, so we're gonna leave 21 to 40 for next week. So there's something for you guys to listen to next time. Unless you read the article, then you can get a sneak peek. But don't ruin that.
Yeah.
Then you won't hear our fun banter. We're gonna finish it off with one of our newest segments. Are you the asshole? So we're gonna roll the dice and we're gonna find out which one. I think it's this is pretty fun that we did this way, because we just never know what we might get. There's a couple one, but so unless you have a number in your head from 1 to 3 to 6.
Nope, just roll the dice.
Or should we just roll the dice?
Roll the dice.
Rolling the dice.
Make it easy.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Interesting.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm gonna read this one. You want me to post it too, or do you want?
No, why don't you post it so I can kind of read it too?
Okay, I'm gonna post it. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to do a DNA test? My dad found out my mom was cheating, and she won't say with who or when, but we know it's likely around the time she was on a stay-at-home mother. Thing is, she had all of us, 2 brothers and 1 sister, around the same time, so one of us could not be my father's. He's divorcing my mother and wants us to take DNA tests to prove we're his children. Otherwise, he isn't paying for college for us. He's promised to do so before this, and all of us have been counting on it. My sister, oldest, did the test because she was confident she was related to our dad. She was likely pre-cheating, and she looks
Just like him.
The most like him. So I'm pretty sure she was. She's also in college and relying on our dad, and he's going to keep paying because of the results of the fraternity test came back positive. I have a feeling I'm not my dad's biological kid, since I don't look anything like him, and people have even commented I don't look like anyone anymore.
The rest of the family.
Like the rest of my family. I'm terrified because I think he's upset enough that he won't talk to me anymore, and definitely won't be paying for my college. I don't want to take the fraternity test because I don't want to know. But if I don't, I probably won't get college paid off for. The money isn't in a college fund, but it's set aside as an investment my dad has, and it isn't going to my mom in the divorce proceedings, probably. I don't know how things will go, and I'm starting college in September. I stupidly picked a pretty expensive school because I thought my dad would pay for it. And he said he was okay, but now even if my mom was willing to, I don't think she can afford it. I'm so mad at her, my dad, for putting me in this position. I told him that I'm not doing the test and he said it's okay, but he will assume I'm not his and not have anything to do with me since I'm 18 already. I'm living with my mom, but I'm not talking to her because of this. We'll read the other part, but yeah, that's kind of the situation. That is a very tough situation to be in.
Yeah, it is a very tough situation. I want to take a side step to this. Honestly, you know how my younger siblings and I don't look alike. I mean, we have similar facial features, but
okay. So I've only met your two brothers. I've never met your sister.
okay. Well, she's blonde and blue-eyed. My younger sister's blonde and blue-eyed. I am brunette, brown-eyed. My younger brother, what, green-eyed and dirty blonde, dirty, you know, a light brunette, however you want to describe it. He looks dead on like my dad. My younger siblings took after my dad. I'm the oldest, and I look like my mom and my mom's side of the family, and maybe my oldest sister too a little bit because she's got dark features, thanks to her heritage. But it's just like I don't know, if I was in that predicament, like that'd be so ridiculous. I think because he's raised her as his own, or I'm assuming it's a her. I don't know, maybe it's a he. But he, you know, or they, whoever they are, were raised by this man. This man has been their father. There is no other man. I think this father's being an asshole doing that. I mean, granted, that's not fair. I mean, this man has been this child's father. That's all they've known. I think he shouldn't rebuke it. And yes, it sucks that, you know, the wife was cheating. But again, you know what I mean? Just because the kid doesn't look like you doesn't mean that. This person might be the person's biological kid and just happens to pick up all the other genes that, you know, their family didn't express, you know?
It is a weird one because
genetics, you know?
You know what's interesting is like if she does find out if she's willing to take the, because okay, I read the edited part. Apparently she is gonna, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, they are gonna apparently take the test for sure, they said.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to just they didn't do it out there because they just want to know. So that makes perfect sense. So this person will be taking the test. Actually, it does. Wait, she had two brothers, one sister. Anyway, they don't care. They're gonna take the test. So the interesting thing is, he's doing all this right now. Even if they find out they are his child,
that's gonna put a scar. It's gonna put an emotional damage between that bond now. Yeah, this person just the financial person now. They don't care who they. You know, this person, you know, is going to this college. They're expensive, granted, but again, they were thinking, oh, this is all going to be fine. But now this results comes out, you have to have a DNA test to prove that I'm even biologically his. But that's ridiculous. You know, honestly, I go back to this saying, you know, because if you date somebody who is a single parent, you're also dating the child too. And if you become that parent, you love that parent, that child as if it was your own. You know, they're not biologically yours. I mean, family does not make you blood by blood. It's family by, you know, accepting who they are. I don't know. I come from a very different angles of this conversation.
I don't know. I think Dad's right. You know, he's not his kid. He shouldn't pay for him.
The person have always known them as dad. They keep referring to dad. He's my dad. You know what I mean? Like, this is the only man I know.
Okay, you're right. The father's right.
Huh?
Whoever the father is, not the dad.
Just fathers. It's somebody a sperm donor.
But anyways, yeah, no. As far as the who is the asshole, I don't think this individual's asshole. Like, she has been they have been put into a predicament. I keep saying she, but they
Yeah,
they I can't tell. They don't specify their gender, but because they have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Anyways, and they they actually there's a 50-50 chance because they mentioned their older sister. Anyways,
yeah.
They just put in this situation where it like worst is when they take the test, they find out they're not, they get no college. And if they come back that they are this father's kid, then they get college, but it costs them their relationship.
Mhm.
So at this point, like, was it worth it? Have college better be amazing. But yeah, it does put an emotional scar to put in this.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
And it also is a weird situation also from we don't know the whole thing because yeah, and one of the things where this guy found out that his wife was cheating on him, and we don't know the full scale of like what other things that was probably happening for it to lead to this divorce. But yeah, and it sounds like there's a lot of money behind this too.
Yes, I'm coming from a well-off family, so.
Yeah, so yeah, there's probably so there's a lot more to this. So yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. I mean, I can come from different perspectives over this because I don't look like my younger siblings, but you know, like, I don't know, just a lot of it, just crazy.
So were you accused of not being your father's daughter?
Remember, I took my 23andMe. I'm like my siblings. Sadly. But I'm also the honey.
Sadly.
Well, think about it. I'm the first honeymoon baby, and it leads right back to it. Like, my parents were married in June. I was born 9 months later.
The curse.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so yeah, so we both agree that this individual is not the asshole. It's the kind of the parents at this point that are putting this.
The mom put this.
Yeah, both parents.
The mom put this in the predicament. So.
Yeah, so it kind of sucks for this individual. So yeah, let's end it there. Hopefully we won't end up in this situation where we have to figure out what's that Maury thing.
Are you the father?
There it is. I need to get that clip. Are you the father? I got to get that clip. That'll be fun.
You are not the father.
We should have that one. There, we need both. We need both, right? We need both. You are not the father. All right. Go ahead, close us out.
All right, guys. Don't forget to get our merch. Our last couple weeks of it, the 14th, ends our 2021 and our version 2.3. Are we keeping 4 in there still, or no? We're getting rid of it.
Version 4 will stay there.
Okay. Version 4 will stay. And on the 15th, our new stuff will merge for the version 5 and our Valentine stuff. So please get it. It's all comfortable stuff, and we definitely enjoy it, and we definitely like making it for you guys. And stay safe out there. Now that the plague is going rampant and crazy, stay safe. Be careful. Wash your hands. Yeah. Anything else, Jesus?
No, everyone, thank you for listening. So until next time,
Bye.
see ya.